Hello and welcome to the UK Driving Theory Test video series. Today we are diving into the crucial topics of incidents, accidents, and emergencies. Whether you are new to the test or refreshing your knowledge, this video is here to assist you in preparation. Stay tuned until the end, where we will present 10 essential questions straight from real tests. Let's start. What should you do if you see a large box fall from a lorry into the motorway? Go to the next emergency telephone and report the hazard. Pull over to the hard shoulder, then remove the box. Catch up with lorry and try to get the driver's attention. Stop close to the box until the police arrive. The correct answer is go to the next emergency telephone and report the hazard. At an incident, a casualty is not breathing. What should you do while helping them to start breathing again? Roll them onto their side. Put their arms across their chest. Open their airway. Shake them firmly. The correct answer is open their airway. What should you do first if your vehicle has broken down on an automatic railway level crossing? Walk along the track to give warning to any approaching trains. Telephone your vehicle recovery service to move it. Try to push the vehicle clear of the crossing as soon as possible. Get everyone out of the vehicle and clear of the crossing. The correct answer is get everyone out of the vehicle and clear of the crossing. What should you do if your vehicle gets fire while you're driving through a tunnel? Pull up, then walk to an emergency telephone. Leave it where it is, with the engine running. Drive it out of the tunnel if it's safe to do so. Park it away from the carriageway. The correct answer is drive it out of the tunnel if it's safe to do so. At an incident, a casualty is unconscious but breathing. When should you move them? When there is a risk of further danger. When bystanders tell you to move them. When bystanders offer to help you. When an ambulance is on its way. The correct answer is when there is a risk of further danger. At an incident, someone is suffering from severe burns. How could you help them? Burst any blisters. Apply lotions to the injury. Douse the burns with clean, cool water. Remove anything sticking to the burns. The correct answer is douse the burns with clean, cool water. An injured person has been placed in the recovery position. They are unconscious but breathing normally. What else should be done? Give them a hot sweet drink. Place their arms by their side. Check their airway remains open. Press firmly between their shoulders. The correct answer is check their airway remains open. You have broken down on a two-way road. You have a warning triangle. At least how far from your vehicle should you place the warning triangle? 5 meters, 25 meters, 45 meters, 100 meters. The correct answer is 45 meters. An injured motorcyclist is lying unconscious on the road. The traffic has stopped and there is no further danger. What could you do to help? Seek medical assistance. Remove their safety helmet. Move the person off the road. Remove their leather jacket. The correct answer is seek medical assistance. What should you do before driving into a tunnel? Take off your sunglasses. Switch on your windscreen wipers. Close your sunroof. Switch off your radio. The correct answer is take off your sunglasses. You are at an incident. What could you do to help an unconscious casualty? Take photographs of the scene. Move them to somewhere more comfortable. Splash their face with cool water. Check that they are breathing normally. The correct answer is check that they are breathing normally. Your car breaks down on a level crossing. What's the first thing you should do? Tell drivers behind what's happened. Leave your vehicle and get everyone clear. Stay in your car until you're told to move. Walk down the track and signal the next train. The correct answer is leave your vehicle and get everyone clear. You are at the scene of an incident. How could you help someone who's suffering from shock? Give them a warm drink. Offer them some food. Reassure them confidently. Offer them a cigarette. The correct answer is reassure them confidently. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down in a tunnel? Switch on hazard warning lights. Then go and call for help. Stand in the lane behind your vehicle to warn others. Stay in your vehicle and wait for the police. Stand in front of your vehicle to warn oncoming drivers. The correct answer is switch on hazard warning lights. Then go and call for help. When are you allowed to use hazard warning lights? When traveling during darkness without headlights. When traveling slowly because you were lost. When parked on double yellow lines to visit a shop. When stopped and temporarily obstructing traffic. The correct answer is when stopped and temporarily obstructing traffic. At an incident, how could you help a small child who isn't breathing? Open their airway and begin CPR. Talk to them confidently until an ambulance arrives. Find their parents and explain what's happening. Put them in the recovery position and slap their back. The correct answer is open the airway and begin CPR. Which lights should you use when you are driving in a tunnel? Side lights, front spotlights, rear fog lights, dipped headlights. The correct answer is dipped headlights. What should you do if tire bursts while you are driving? Pull up slowly at the side of the road. Pull on the parking brake. Continue on at normal speed. Brake as quickly as possible. The correct answer is pull up slowly at the side of the road. An adult casualty isn't breathing. To maintain circulation, CPR should be given. What's the correct depth to press down on their chest? 1 to 2 centimeters, 5 to 6 centimeters, 15 to 20 centimeters, 10 to 15 centimeters. The correct answer is 5 to 6 centimeters. What could you do to help injured people at an incident? Give them a warm drink. Give them something to eat. Keep them on the move by walking them around. Keep them warm and comfortable. The correct answer is keep them warm and comfortable. Your vehicle has stalled in the middle of a level crossing. What should you do if the warning bells start to ring while you are trying to restart the engine? Push the vehicle clear of the crossing. Get out of the car and clear of the crossing. Carry on trying to restart the engine. Run down the track to warn the signal operator. The correct answer is get out of the car and clear of the crossing. You arrive at the scene of a crash where someone is bleeding heavily from a wound in their arm. Nothing is embedded in the wound. What could you do to help? Tap the wound. Get them a drink. Apply pressure over the wound. Walk them around and keep them talking. The correct answer is Apply pressure over the wound. A casualty isn't breathing normally and needs CPR. At what rate should you press down and release on the center of their chest? 240 times per minute, 120 times per minute, 60 times per minute, 10 times per minute. The correct answer is 120 times per minute. What should you do if you have to stop while you are going through a congested tunnel? Make a U-turn and find another route. Ignore any message signs as they are never up to date. Pull up very close to the vehicle in front to save space. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. The correct answer is keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. There's been a collision. A motorcyclist is lying injured and unconscious. Why should you only remove their helmet if it's essential? Removing it could let them get gold. They might not want you to remove it. Removing it could make any injuries worse. You could scratch the helmet as you remove it. The correct answer is removing it could make any injuries worse. What's the first thing you must do if you have a collision while you are driving your car? Call your insurance company. Stop only if someone waves at you. Call the emergency services. Stop at the scene of the incident. The correct answer is stop at the scene of the incident. Which document may the police ask you to produce after you have been involved in a collision? Your theory test certificate, your vehicle registration document, your driving license, your vehicle service record. The correct answer is your driving license. After a collision, someone is unconscious in their vehicle. When should you call the emergency services? As soon as possible, after you have woken them up, only as a last resort, after checking for broken bones. The correct answer is as soon as possible. What information should you share if you are involved in a collision that causes damage to another vehicle? Your national insurance number, your internet service provider, your name, address, and vehicle registration number, your occupation and reason for your journey. The correct answer is your name, address, and vehicle registration number. You arrive at the scene of a motorcycle crash. No other vehicle is involved. The rider is unconscious and lying in the middle of the road. What's the first thing you should do at the scene? Move the rider out of the road. Warn at the traffic. Clear the road of debris. Give the rider reassurance. The correct answer is warn at the traffic. You are on a motorway. When can you use hazard warning lights? When you slow down quickly because of the danger ahead. When you are being towed by another vehicle. When you are driving on the hard shoulder. When a vehicle is following too closely. The correct answer is when you slow down quickly because of the danger ahead. At an incident, how could you help a casualty who has stopped breathing? Follow the DRABC code. Raise their legs to help with circulation. Try to give them something to drink. Keep their head tilted forward as far as possible. The correct answer is follow the DRABC code. What should you do if your vehicle has a puncture on a motorway? Pull up on the hard shoulder or in an emergency refuge area and call for assistance. Switch on your hazard warning lights. Stop in your lane. Drive slowly to the next service area to get assistance. The correct answer is Pull up on the hard shoulder or in an emergency refuge area and call for assistance. You are driving on the motorway. What should you do if luggage falls from your vehicle? Stop on the motorway and switch on hazard warning lights while you pick it up. Walk back up the motorway to pick it up. Pull up on the hard shoulder and wave traffic down. Stop at the next emergency telephone and report the incident. The correct answer is stop at the next emergency telephone and report the incident. You lose control of your car and damage a garden wall. What must you do if the property owner isn't available? Report the incident to the police within 24 hours. Report the incident to your insurance company when you get home. Go back to tell the house owner the next day. Find someone in the area to tell them about it immediately. The correct answer is report the incident to the police within 24 hours. You arrive at the scene of a motorway crash. The rider is injured. When should their helmet be removed? Always. Unless they are in shock. Always straight away. Only when it's essential. Only when the motorcyclist asks. The correct answer is only when it's essential. What should you do if an instrument panel warning light comes on while you are driving? Check out the problem quickly and safely. Hope that it's just a temporary electrical fault. Continue if the engine sounds alright. Deal with the problem when there's more time. The correct answer is check out the problem quickly and safely. You are going through a long tunnel. What will warn you of congestion or an incident ahead? Other drivers flashing their lights, variable message signs, areas with hatch markings, hazard warning lines. The correct answer is variable message signs. We have covered some important questions, but the next 10 are vital for the theory test. Take a moment to think about each one before we discuss the answers. You arrive at an incident. A pedestrian is bleeding heavily from a leg wound. The leg isn't broken, and there's nothing in the wound. How could you help? Keep the casualty's leg flat on the ground. Apply firm pressure over the wound. Tap the wound to stop the bleeding. Give them a warm drink. The correct answer is apply firm pressure over the wound. A collision has just happened. An injured person is lying in a busy road. What's the first thing you should do? Treat the person for shock. Make sure the injured person is kept warm. Warn at the traffic. Place them in the recovery position. The correct answer is warn other traffic. What should you do to reduce the risk of your vehicle catching fire? Check out any strong smell of fuel. Avoid driving with a full tank of fuel. Use fuel additives. Keep water levels above the maximum. The correct answer is check out any strong smell of fuel. At an incident, someone is unconscious and you want to help. What should be the first thing to check? Whether they are comfortable, whether their airway is open, whether they have any allergies, whether their vehicle is insured. The correct answer is whether their airway is open. You are the first person to arrive at an incident where people are badly injured. You have switched on your hazard warning lights and checked all engines are stopped. What else should you do? Move the people who are injured clear of their vehicles. Make sure that an ambulance has been called. Stop other cars and ask the drivers for help. Try and get people who are injured to drink something. The correct answer is make sure that an ambulance has been called. At an incident, it's important to look after any casualties. What should you do with them when the area is safe? Give them something to eat. Move them away from the vehicles. Ask them how it happened. Keep them where they are. The correct answer is keep them where they are. Following a collision, a person has been injured. What should be a warning sign for shock? Rapid shallow breathing, slow pulse, flushed complexion, warm dry skin. The correct answer is rapid shallow breathing. You arrive at an incident. There is no danger from fire or further collisions, and the emergency services has been called. What's your first priority when attending to an unconscious motorcyclist? Check whether they are bleeding. Check whether they have any bruising. Check whether they have any broken bones. Check whether they are breathing normally. The correct answer is check whether they are breathing normally. There has been a collision. How can you help a driver who's suffering from shock? Offer them a cigarette. Ask who caused the incident. Reassure them confidently. Give them a drink. The correct answer is reassure them confidently. Which sign shows that a tanker is carrying dangerous goods? The correct sign is this one. Congratulations on reaching the end of the video. We hope you found the content helpful.